everybody? It's Beans and Rice. I do say with a heavy heart that Nintendo has made the hard decision to pull the Mario and Luigi games. They're making no more moving forward. RIP to the Italian plumbers that love pizza almost as much as TMNT.
And that goes for all you people that were mad, canceling them because they were Italian, and you guys said that there's no plumbers in Italy, that they should have been Mexican.
That they only have outhouses. There's zero modern plumbing. It's
Yep.
just holes in the ground, and that's where they go. So no more Mario games.
The Italians got mad they were being misinterpreted as plumbers, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just these guys, they're ruining our lives. People, pizza and plumbing. That's what the two P's.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
From hand to hand.
The P-P's.
Where do you think all that extra flavor comes from? All that extra protein?
Why it tastes like pee-pee. Plumbing and pizza, dude.
R.I.P. For sure. Now, if you guys heard this new soundtrack at the beginning, we're doing a little thing, Jose. Tell them about it.
We're doing this thing where we're playing local bands, or I guess anybody that listens to the podcast. If you want to submit a song, submit it to Javi on Instagram. But yeah, that was my friend Lee, and the full song will be all the way at the end. The name of the band. What's the name of the band, Javi? I should know, huh? But
Anyone,
brand new
anything by Young Define.
I can't look it up.
Well, you can't look it up, so
We can tell you, or we'll include it, of course, in the description.
we'll include it on there.
On that, and of
Also,
course,
if you watch this on YouTube, it'll be on the screen.
yes,
It'll be on
screen on YouTube. But this is Jos.
And this is Host Beef.
And it's your boy Javi.
I know usually we do the introduction, but we had to talk about Mario. That was a big news.
And that was sad, dude. I felt a little bit sad.
It broke my heart just a little bit. I felt my childhood go away. Almost amnesia kicked in. Completely forgot everything in my past.
No, amnesia is that I heard you can take like magnesium for amnesia or
And ginkgo biloba or some herbal medicine.
ginkgo biloba and a little bit of turmeric probably, you think? They say
Yeah.
turmeric fixes everything.
Yeah, I read that in Goosebumps. R.L. Stein, the Goosebumps is Wilden with werewolves. R.L. Stein was a sucker for alliteration. That's where I read it. He said, if you're losing your mind, like your memories, ginkgo biloba, turmeric, and what was the other one you mentioned?
Keiko.
Keiko.
The
R.I.P.
whale. R.I.P., dude. We've lost a lot of people, obviously. And just, this episode, I don't even know how it started. Just the death of Luigi and Mario, that threw me off a little bit. Maybe we should bring the
Well, we
vibes
should
up,
have a
you know?
moment of silence for them, actually.
We should have the...
That was like...
Should we have a moment of silence, you think?
Yeah, if you'd like to, we can.
All right, so you guys, we're going to take a 10-second moment of silence, Javi.
10 seconds. Let's do 5.
5?
Yeah.
They're not 10 seconds worth of silence.
Oh.
They were
Okay.
cool, but not that
Yeah,
cool.
we had to pay for their games. If they were free games, maybe 10.
Okay, well, let's start. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 5-second silence. All right, so that was it. But today's another day. It's a beautiful Tuesday. And what happens on Tuesdays?
We have the National Day holiday.
National holiday. So let's see what today's all about. Let's see what you got in store for us today, Javi.
Let's see what the world has in store for us. Today is National Popcorn Day.
Ooh, National.
That's a good one. I love popcorn. Who discovered popcorn?
Who discovered popcorn?
God. Duh, dude.
You're right. What tool did God use to introduce popcorn to us humans?
Plant.
X-rays, isn't it?
Plants.
X-rays?
X-rays? Javi, dude, you're...
No, what
that
group,
radiation?
Oh my
what group
goodness.
of people brought popcorn?
Mexicans, dude.
Native
Oh.
Americans.
Yeah, Mexicans. Native Mexicans.
No, they were in the Ohio region.
No,
I'm kidding. I don't know what region they were
Yeah,
in.
they were Mexicans. They're like over in like Central America or something like that, dude. Somewhere around there.
But I love popcorn.
Now, popcorn's like vegan friendly. It's,
It can be.
So if you need a snack,
Well, even in the theaters, they use like hydrogenated oils or something like that. They don't even use real
Yeah,
butter.
it's not real butter. I heard it's like
most
super
of
bad
it.
for you, though. It's like oil.
Yeah, yeah, it's terrible for you.
And then here in
But at least I'm not killing animals.
There you go, you vegans.
Hey, shout out to vegans, but they do the It's the megaplex, you know. So probably all the leftover stuff that they clean the arena with and stuff like that.
Yeah,
The oils that they
The gum
lubricate
from
the
your
floor with,
shoes, yeah.
the court. They throw that in, you know.
Dude, that's why it's so
what
good, because you
flavors.
got the little Sour Patch Kids sprinkled dust, some Cheetos, nacho cheese, that Diet Dr. Pepper, all that mixed together, hydrogenated oils, delicious popcorn. Go watch that new Fast 17 movie.
Now, speaking about popcorn, dude, I went to this movie once, and I got a little bit sketched because they had some Cheetos popcorn, right? So they were advertising that.
It's disgusting.
We got Cheetos popcorn.
Yeah.
To me, it sounded good, right?
Okay.
So it's like, okay, because sometimes I like the powders. You know, you can get like the powder, like the white cheddar powder, throw it in there. Super good. So I asked the guy, it's like two guys, and I went there, and it was like on a Tuesday, and it was just I got there, and I was surprised how dirty the theater was. You know what I mean? I was like, holy crap.
No one was even in there for
I
how
was
long?
gonna watch. Yeah, there was nobody in there, but I was gonna watch like a movie, and like the lady that was like ringing us up at the at the theater place was like, do you want to watch this movie? And it's super slow. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, this movie. What seat? So I tell my buddies like, hey, I'm gonna go grab. I'm just gonna grab the popcorn and stuff, dude. And literally like 20 minutes later, he's done. And I encountered a person just as slow in the popcorn station or whatever, and I'm like, hey, can I get the Cheetos popcorn? And the first thing he says is, let me check if we still have the stuff in the back. So I was like, whoa.
They had just opened back up.
Do you have the stuff in the back for the Cheetos? I thought you just throw Cheetos in there. Cheetos.
Yeah,
He's like, no, there's actually stuff in the back. So that made me sketched out a try, But I winged it, This guy took 30 minutes to come back and be like, oh, we still have a little bit of it. So I was like, well, I might as well just try it. If I die, it was just meant. It was a sketchy scenario. And
Sure.
like you said, it was horrible.
Yeah, my brother tried it for the same reason. I said, I love Cheetos and I love popcorn. And in theory, it should work.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I'm like, I know that's not going to work. They're not going to make it work. It's weak.
Yeah.
It's soft.
Because you just have to make it at home. You mix your own little popcorn mix.
To your point, if you had the actual cheese powder from Cheetos, I feel that would go excellent on it. But I think they made some knockoff shit. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Dude, think of how expensive it is to go to the movies and buy concessions for a family. Like as a kid, I don't know about you guys. We would always eat before we went to the movie theater, and we could never touch popcorn. My dad's like, we're not fucking buying popcorn. That's $7 a tub. And soda, that's another $5 each. You know what I mean? So we're going to go to a nice restaurant or whatever. Just whatever. We'll go to a restaurant. We'll eat. We'll get full. Then we'll go watch the movie. And because I was such a popcorn fanatic, that pissed me off. So as an adult, I now buy it. But I'm like, if I have kids, I'm doing the same thing my dad did. I'm not spending $60 to watch one movie on popcorn alone.
Now, I'm not sure if you guys ever did this trick, but one of my buddies that was a criminal eating Madonnas. So I've talked about him in some of the
being a criminal is
episodes.
not protected by any laws. Okay.
So we would go, sometimes we would skip school, and we'd go watch a movie. But what he would do, he'd go in trash, grab a bucket of the popcorn, right? And on some of them, they had a free refill at the bottom. So he'd go in.
That was only on the super large
rinse
buckets, right?
Yeah, we could rinse the bucket, and then he'd be like, I got you guys. And he'd come back with 3 popcorns, dude. We went to the dollar movies, So we actually made money.
Yeah, we went to the dollar movies too.
With Eden taking, he was taking the popcorn out of the trash. We actually profited because we essentially got the movie for free,
Yeah.
We found a couple.
It's a nice little hustle.
Yeah. I think that's what the late great Michael Jackson calls a smooth criminal.
Well, yeah, dude. That
That's
Boston,
smart
dude.
business, yeah.
That Bushi Makutas, baby. So I know about that.
I forgot about Dollar Theater. I don't think they exist anymore. Not here, right?
They had in West Valley. They still have the one in West Valley, Hubby?
No, that's long gone.
Long gone, dude.
Yeah, I wonder why. I guess maybe people pirate stuff too much or too quickly. It's not even worth having $1. The people that are gonna pirate it, not like the people that would technically pay $1 for it, would rather just pirate.
Well, I think it was just the bumping of the minimum wage. Like they couldn't afford to pay
It costs. Yeah, they couldn't pay anyone.
It takes 3 employees to man the front. They're all getting paid what, $9.50?
10 people are watching the
But
movie.
only 20
dude.
people fit in the movie. That's $20.
Yeah, dude, you fucked up. And then you got me stealing popcorn, eating over there stealing popcorn. Oh, dude, the
man.
concessions.
What they
dang,
should have done is
dude.
they should have worked out a deal with local bakeries and gotten them 3-day-old bagels that they give to the homeless. Like, listen, the homeless ain't giving back in
Those
taxes.
rock hard bagels.
Yes. They ain't giving back in taxes. Give it
Everything's
back to
almost
us.
ready to expire. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, instead of cream cheese, you have sour cream.
You could do your grocery shopping at the dollar theater.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
like the
man.
bread's already been, sell by, January, 5th. And right now it's what is it? The 19th or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's there at the dollar theater, dude.
Dude, I'm a fucking business consultant. People don't want to hire me for it.
God, dude, that's a
I got
great
shit
idea,
figured
dude.
out.
You go do your groceries
You got a
and
mini
watch
mart.
a movie.
You got a mini mart.
God.
You think people paying $1 for a movie that's already been out for 5 months care how old your cheese is?
Oh, that's the worst,
They're gonna be like, actually, cheese is mold. So the more moldy it is, the better it tastes.
We'd watch like a random movie. It's like you go to the dollar movies to watch like a movie you were embarrassed to watch like when it released. You know what I mean?
But you were embarrassed to pay $13
Yeah.
for it.
Like, dude, I'm not gonna watch freaking the Muppets wedding. Like
No
I
one
want to
should watch
watch
the
it, but I don't
Muppets
want to
at
get
all.
caught. I don't want to get caught on the release, dude. So I'm gonna wait for to see Miss Piggy. Freaking get finger banged by Kermit, dude. Once it's at the dollar place, dude.
Dude, man, she'd have to get fisted because they got that webbings, the frogs. So he can't just stick a finger in there. It's the whole hand.
Oh my god.
It's like this.
Stuff I never. I didn't think I needed to know that.
And then she
ever in
walk
my
out there with a
life.
couple fucking cuts, dude.
Dude, that's science.
Yeah, dude.
That's science. I read those zoo books when I was a kid. I don't even know if those zoo books still exist, but they were good books.
And then you wonder why amphibians are always all glossy and, why they're slippery, dude. They've been fingering
They've been-
pigs, dude. Out in
That's-
the wilderness, man.
That's the war. WAR, wet ass reptiles.
Then you wonder why you can't handle a reptile. You get salmonella, dude.
And warts.
Yeah. God, I remember that, dude.
The original herpes.
Oh, you touch this, you're gonna get a wart.
Yeah.
And it was always a white kid,
And then-
dude. You guys always ones that had warts.
They try to justify and hide it.
Mexicans do that have warts,
And then
bro.
they got like a banner like, what happened? I had my wart freezed off. I'm thinking freeze off.
Yeah, when the surgery, they had freaking whatever his name, what his name, Peter or Logan. Yeah, Logan, he's gone for a whole week. He's recovering because he had surgery on his wart.
They freeze it off.
Yeah.
It's like I could freeze it off at home with 5 ice cube trays.
Yeah, dude. It's like my dad. It's like, oh, you think you have a wart? Dude, he stuck my hand in some dry ice.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, as he's shaving, he's like, come here.
Yeah.
Wart be
Shaved
gone.
it off, dude.
Wart be gone is
Ah.
what that blade was called.
Damn, dude, he was like the Grim Reaper of warts, dude.
Just using that side.
R.I.P., dude.
That's why we don't got warts.
Yeah, dude, so we're good, bro. You ever had a wart, Tommy?
Not
No?
in my life.
Yeah.
I had one time, like, on my foot, a little one. Dude, that one hurt, bro.
I've had blisters galore.
But it was like, I mean, it was when I was like, dude, I got one when I must have been like 24, I didn't get him as a kid.
Yeah, I never got them as a kid. I've never had one now as an adult.
Yeah, dude. God. So, yeah. Shout out to Logan, dude. Hopefully your ward's better, dude.
Hopefully you can stop bandaging yourself every morning. That cryotherapy or whatever they call it.
Yeah, dude, I'd be embarrassed, dude. Like, I always thought like warts were, like you said, it's like you associate it with frogs,
Yeah, well, no, that's the thing. Didn't they always
Toads.
say it was toads? Because
Yeah, a
you'd be like,
toad.
don't touch a frog. Like, it's not frogs, it's toads.
I've never even seen a toad in Utah.
Yeah.
Like, where are you catching all these toads, Logan? Huh? You got a toad suit, dude, over at your house?
Meanwhile, Kermit the Frog is getting a
Bro.
handful of bacon.
God, if he doesn't get sick, huh?
Yeah, he
No
never
food
gets sick.
poisoning for him, dude.
It's
That's
because he's
fucking
always
why.
sipping on tea, too.
Oh, that cleanse. Maybe it's Coke, dude.
Dude, it could be Coke.
Maybe that's what he's drinking,
It's
dude.
just hot Coke.
Just
Yeah.
It's just like burning everything off.
But people get the Lipton tea bag, and it's like,
Nah.
that's Miss
fucking-
Piggy's tampon.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This one is rated R. This episode is not for
None
children.
of these episodes have ever been safe
Yeah.
for work.
That thing looked like cherry Dr. Pepper, dude. His cup, bro. That's what it looked like, dude.
That cherry Coke
That cherry
Zero.
cola, bro. What are you
No
looking at, bro?
calories. No calories.
Oh man.
That's why Kermit's able to stay skinny.
Rich in iron, dude. You looked at him? He doesn't have an iron deficiency, dude.
Does he look anemic to you?
He's been doing keto. He's the original keto.
You think he got COVID? All that fucking iron in his body?
Huh? Those blood cells are pumping, dude. They're out there fucking working out in the gym, dude.
He's just sitting there
Those white blood cells, dude.
drinking Miss Piggy once a month. That ham juice.
Nothing goes to waste, dude.
Nothing.
Shout out to Kermit, dude. He might be Mexican. Is there any other holidays, Javi, or?
Yeah, the next one. I just learned about this
I
today.
forgot there was another one.
We just spent half the episode rambling on about
Dude, this is packed full of nutritions, man.
Oh,
All right, so the next one is World Quark. Quark, is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, I don't know. We're not
Quark?
English.
Yeah.
Quark.
Quark Day. That sounds weird.
Quark.
Quark. You're a quark. I know quark.
How about you tell us what it is, Javi?
All right. Quark is a European superfood. All right. Let me settle down. All right. So it's a superfood from Europe, which is why I've never heard of it. Staking its claim on supermarket shelves around the world, quark is a delicious, high-protein, low-fat alternative to soft cheese and yogurt that can be used for baking, cooking, and blending.
Oh, so they finally discovered sour cream and named it something different?
I think it's British, right? British sour
I mean, it
cream.
said European.
Quark?
I don't
It
know.
sounds
But
British.
I mean, sure. I mean, it sounds. I've never tasted. I'm guessing it literally is, maybe like plain yogurt, you know, but they just call it that different.
Yeah.
Like, what's the other really popular one? I don't know. There's silken tofu. That's just like a creamy, heavy cream. I don't know. There's a bunch of like weird shit
It's
out
like
there.
the step before it actually turns to tofu.
Yeah.
I know what you mean now.
Dude, I thought it was something that you put in clocks. You know how many quarks in your clock?
I thought it's what stops wine from like spilling.
Quarks. Same with that too, you know?
Yeah,
You gotta quark it up,
the
dude.
bulletin board. You put some thumbtacks in
Put some
it.
quark in it, guys.
Yeah.
It's like a expression. No?
Quark.
Expression.
Or maybe it's that it was like a handicapped duck, you know? instead of quack, he was going quirk. Maybe he was Mexican, dude. He was working, bro.
He was illiterate. Just dyslexic. He was dyslexic.
Are you looking for quark? A Mexican duck, dude. Always quirking, dude. Oh man.
Dude, they call it a superfood though. So if it's the same or similar to
Maybe like
yogurt,
cottage cheese.
yeah, I guess. But think of like what the U.S. considers superfoods.
So we got blueberries,
Like no, but there's
like
so many
avocados.
superfoods. Yeah, there's
avocado,
any berry technically is
Essentially
a
all
any
berries.
vegetable, dude. In the
yeah.
US.
All vegetables.
Anything that keeps you, anything natural.
Anything that's not a burger.
Anything that isn't an animal. Anything that's not an animal.
It's a superfood, bro.
You got these homeopathic,
Oh lord.
people outside of Sprouts and Whole Foods.
Anything that's sold at Whole Foods
Have you
is
all-
a superfood.
Have you had celery, the world's true superfood? It's like, yeah, I eat it with peanut butter, but peanut butter isn't a superfood. So I guess it negates the superfood of it.
Oh yeah, dude. Somebody's like, "You want to try some of this superfood dip?" I was like, "What is it? Like spinach artichoke?" Like
kale was like a big thing for a
Yeah,
couple
dude.
years. And I like kale, don't get me wrong.
I hate.
But then they
kale,
started just promoting it so much. I'm like, I'm kind of over kale.
dude. You didn't want to do it because you know you don't
Yeah.
want to be
I don't
want
want to contribute to it.
Yeah, a bunch of hipsters still on the kale wave, dude. I started the kale wave, dude. I'm over here in the trenches with kale, dude.
Yeah.
Plus kale, dude. I hate kale. It's good, but I just hate you buy like this thing. It looks like a dinosaur leaf,
It's
and then you
mad,
cook
yeah.
it.
And it just
Like, dude, you're left with like.
it's the opposite of those dinosaur eggs when you throw them in and they
Yeah.
become towels. It's the complete opposite. They reverse engineered those towels from kale.
Like, oh, how could we fuck with people, dude? And that's a superfood, dude. It shrunk this much, and it's supposed to be a superfood.
How
This shit's not
super
even
is it?
strong, dude.
You introduce it to a little heat and it fucking dies.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a superfood, dude. I put some water on this shit
Can't
and
even retain
heated it
its
up,
It can't retain
Right?
its mass.
and it's shriveled with hot water, dude.
And no matter how much you chew it, you find it in your toilet bowl the next day.
Yep.
You do. Little pieces of it floating around.
Couple corns, dude. That's the thing with superfoods, dude. People get scared, you know.
That's 2 for 1. You can even fish it out,
You
clean
look
it
the
off,
next day,
rinse it off.
You
eat it
got
again.
vegetable soup in your freaking bowl, dude. Your other bowl.
Yeah, how
double
super
bowl.
is it if you can't even digest it? My body isn't getting nutrients.
Yeah. It's not letting me digest the super out of it, dude. So it's just food.
Dude, we just uncovered the biggest lie of kale. Same with corn. Like, you're not gonna get nutrition from corn. That's why that's probably the best
Unless
diet.
it's popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn. Yeah,
Well, but to your point, you don't get any nutrition from it because even popcorn has like no calories.
it doesn't. Like anything you add to it, sure does, but popcorn itself doesn't.
Eat 1,000 bags, you know.
Dude, if you want to drop some weight, I'm telling you right now, just buy yourself a can of corn, drain it, rinse it completely. You don't want any of that juice. Just eat that. Eat 2 cans every meal. You'll lose weight.
I heard you'll like lose your teeth eventually or some shit like
You
that.
probably will.
You know, if you eat too much corn, you know.
But if you have enough corn in your mouth, it looks like you have yellow teeth. Just drink some bleach, whiten it up a bit.
God,
Looks like you got a mouthful of teeth.
You ever drank any bleach, Javi?
At the beginning of COVID, maybe.
Yeah,
Everybody's drank bleach when you're swimming in a fucking public swimming pool.
exactly, dude.
That chlorine.
One time, did I tell you when
That's
I
why
got?
I haven't had COVID all year last year.
It might have been the day that I ran into that that old man that was just like soaking his privates in the gym, but we went to play basketball. Remember that pool over in the fitness center? How they had the basketball hoop
Oh yeah.
inside of it. So, and I don't know. I think I might have told you this story, but we're sitting there drinking our bleach, just your eyes all red, and we're in the court. You know, all men, all boys. We were maybe like 15. And this girl, she's like maybe 5, just starts floating our way, our direction, in floaties, you know. And like I look at her face. It looked like Miss Piggy or whatever her name was. Just her eyes are just like rolled back. You know, I thought I was gonna see Kermit down there taking advantage of this girl. No, her just blank stare, and she got super close to me. It's the middle of summer, so cold water, and all of a sudden her eyes just hit the back of her head, and all the water next to me warm. So she peed on me, and as soon as she's done peeing on me, she literally gets out of the pool and leaves.
Some people get paid for that, by the way. You got gypped.
So that's what happened to me. That's the last time I went to a public pool, dude.
Yeah, some people get paid to be peed on. But
Not me, dude. I mean, I'm sure if it was R. Kelly, dude, he would have been satisfied, you know. But me,
dude,
no, I'm
instead-
scared of pools.
She wasn't on cloud 9. She was in lane 9, that swim lane 9.
Oof.
But did it feel warm?
Oh, dude, her eyes went like this, and as soon as they did that, it was all warm. Warmth just enveloped me, you know.
Did they have that chemical that makes it turn dark, or you just knew?
Dude,
it
I feel
felt
like
warm?
that's like a myth. I feel like that's not real. You know
It
what I
is
mean?
real.
Because, dude, I would pee like just to see like if
Oh,
it would
so
turn
you-
blue.
Yeah, no, it's a truth. Like it's a real chemical.
think maybe
but it
it's
just
for
depends
poop.
on the pool that like if they use
Gets
that or not. It
diluted
is
or-
expensive though.
yeah.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Yeah, so I don't think at the pools, dude, because, dude, I mean, when I was a kid, people would say
You
that,
know,
it turns blue. Like, I
think
want
I
to see
read
blue
somewhere-
coming out of my penis.
So what?
I think I read somewhere that the smell of like the pool, the chlorine or whatever, is actually piss and chlorine mixed. So that's all you're really smelling is.
You think you're sitting there in the cat's, in the litter box, dude. Oh, you're swimming. Even your cat's scared of you when you come home, dude. When you go to a
It's like,
public
what
pool,
cats have you been rolling around with?
he doesn't even want to see
The
you,
cat
dude.
disowns you.
No,
Smell like extra Jerry, dude.
you're out there cheating on him or her with other cats.
Fucking.
It's over. Relationship over. That's why your cats are running away. You go to the public pool too often.
Yeah, so shout out to Quarks, dude. That's what happens. You end up in pools, you eat some of that. Next thing you know, you're too pumped up. You're going to pools. You're peeing on people.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
see if I can find this quark somewhere. I doubt I can find it here in the States, but if I can, I'm
Or
gonna buy it.
European.
I'm gonna try it.
Do they have English stores here in Utah? You think?
I doubt in Utah they would. We have quite a few like usually the Asian population.
Yeah.
So there's like Indian stores, There's
It's Middle Eastern too, you know.
yes, great spices too. I love going there.
Just Mexican stores. It's a few of those, just a couple.
Oh, I just jogged my memory about mammary glands, and I remember a couple episodes ago we had talked about if a pregnant woman doesn't
The female mammalia.
if they don't
Lactate.
release, if they don't lactate,
Throw that lactose.
you know what happens? Well, I guess it can build up, it can have like lumps, and it gets super super painful. So.
And it turns into quark.
Dude, that's why the English people they
quark, dude.
yeah, that's why the English people have as many they're as full chested as a Susan Komen Foundation.
God damn, dude, they got freaking those sandbags, dude. So, but what happened? What did he say? What happens to their tits again, dude?
Bad joke. What about? What'd you say? What'd you ask me?
What happens to their tits?
I mean, they get like swollen and really painful and tender. Like they get engorged. Like they fill up more because it's not going anywhere. It's just filling up.
Man.
So, man, that sucks. So if you go through that, that really does suck. I think maybe if you just sterilize a little pin needle and
So it's just
pop.
human cheese or what? Like,
No, it'll just keep boiling, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like
So,
a
I mean, I didn't ask this part, so this is now just me completely assuming it'd be essentially kind of like the idea of a what do they call them? Kidney stones, right?
oh
Because
yeah,
maybe it's softer than a kidney because it's probably not calcified. Maybe I'm not sure, but coming out of a tiny little hole like that, that would have to be painful. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not the same as a kidney stone, but I'd say maybe there's some similarity.
Maybe you should ask her if, like, this is going to be inappropriate a little bit. Like, if you only pump one of the breasts and then only pump this one a little bit, like, if you can make one of them get bigger than the other one.
I'm sure I'll ask that question. I don't think she'll care. And quite frankly, based on the science of it, I think that would be the case.
I would just
If
do
you
it for
did
fun.
one more, like, I'm just going to do one more ounce of this one
Yeah.
every single day than this one. And at some
Give it a
point, you
couple
would
pumps.
see.
So you want a little bit bigger than the other?
Yeah, I imagine that's how it works.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, I don't think that there's some sort of osmosis going on between both
It'll
mammary
even it
glands.
out?
Yeah, it's just like, it's level water. Maybe, who knows? But they're separate glands, so I'd imagine lactation.
Oh, why are you walking like this, Mom?
It looks like she got that swagger in her step.
Go with this.
That young Dro shoulder lean.
But I think Javi's interrupting us over here. He's telling us there's people that need help with other things other than mammalia, I guess.
Some curiosities. It is time for unanswered mysteries of the internet.
Internet.
Unsolved mysteries. Excuse me.
The web.
Unsolved mysteries. Okay, you guys ready for this one? Do you flush the toilet after pooping, then wiping your butt to flush it again? Or do you flush the toilet paper after pooping and wiping? So it's like a combo.
So do I
Do you do the combo or do you do the one,
the 1-1
the one or the
or the 1-2-1-2?
Yeah.
What is this? So it depends, right? So for me, if it's like, if I don't have to wipe, I don't wipe. I just flush, you know?
Good question, by the way. I will say I like that question. It's a good question.
You look, you don't have to wipe. You know, it's like one of those good ones when you have the superfoods. But for me, it just
that kale
it
poop?
just depends. Like if it's like normally, I think I would just like wipe and flush it all together. You know what I mean? But if it's Super Bowl, the day after the Super Bowl, you know,
Take that 12-pound dookie.
and then you're sitting there, you wipe, and then you see the toilet start to pile up with the toilet paper. Then I flush it, and then I wipe more, and then flush it again just in case.
That full moon causing that tide to rise. I think now normal social customs dictate that we be environmentally friendly, so you'd have to do the combo and then flush. No way, no two separate flushes, right? Basic math. If you do one flush a day, now you're adding 2. At the end of the year, you're well over 800 flushes. You could cut that down by half.
Now, one thing that I would recommend is to also know where you're pooping, because you're going to a friend's house that has low water pressure, and you're trying to be environmentally friendly, but their water pressure, you know what I
It's
mean?
not enough for that dookie.
Just the dookie alone,
Yes.
not even any part of the toilet
You
paper.
might need 4 separate. So it's funny because them trying to be environmentally conscious
It can backfire on you. dude.
backfired on you, who are also trying to be environmentally conscious. So we're all in this state where we can never agree on anything, more than just poop and flushing. So take that and run with it.
So you can either poop just enough and flush, or like you said, it's just then you got to you can't just either go to your buddy's house and just flush his toilet to check the pressure,
Yeah.
Because maybe what you do, this is what you do.
But then how do you know it's low pressure?
So maybe this is what you do. I was just gonna get to that. Open the, test out the sink. The sink, turn on the faucet, and if you can see it kind of struggling, it looks like, dude, where am I in Mexico? It's like starting to go a little bit,
What in the
a
third
little
world country?
weak, Then it's like, oh, I might need to, poop. I have to be poop conscious, Maybe I only do a quarter of my poop and hold the rest for when I get home. So maybe do that. Open the sink, the tap a little bit, and then if it's like,
Dude, you're taking the blood pressure of the plumbing. That's great. You're like, oh, he has hypotension. There's a lot of pressure.
your little
Hypertension.
take your little one of those little things the doctors put on.
Stethoscope.
They throw their stethoscope, feel the pipes out, and then do it.
Oh, you have hypotension, low pressure. Like I'm gonna have to flush multiple times.
Yeah, this guy, dude.
Dude, or you could do this. Turn on the faucet. If you automatically see that it's low pressure, grab a bucket or the trash can. Just remove the plastic out of it.
Fill
Hopefully
it
there's
up.
nothing in there. Fill it up. And what you do is take the dookie. As you flush, you got to be quick with it though. You grab the bucket and dump it into that water pressure. Will push it right through. Science.
And then make sure you do it the first try.
Yeah.
Sometimes what people do is like, they try to flush it and then they see that the water
Is
starts
rising.
rising. It's like, oh, okay. And then it doesn't rise enough to do it. So then they try to do something like that. Oh, and then play hero. I'm going to flush it again, but throw the water in.
No, and you can't slowly pour. It has to be a big pour so that the pressure it just pushes right through it.
Then, all of a sudden the levee breaks.
And then you got New Orleans in the bathroom.
Yep. It overflows, dude. You're done. RIP, dude. So just be, I mean, if you're like at a corporate place, at a corporate office, and it's like a newer one, I mean, those things will.
They should be pretty strong.
Handle anything. I feel.
Oh yeah, dude. I wish I could get a bathroom like that in my house.
Just
Like at any house, like
the
Just
bowl.
one
Just
The
flush.
bowl
one.
cleans itself. If
Yep.
you've
Yeah.
left marks,
yeah.
clean.
Like, dude, how are they getting these? Like, where do they get their water?
Just jets. Just
You know what I mean?
yeah. They got turbines in there.
Yeah, it's like,
Fucking
dude,
toilet.
like I want one of those toilets. You know what I mean? Like I've always I want a house. Like I don't even want a big house. I just want a house where I can have one of those toilets. That's
Yeah,
like
but
my dream house.
Here's the crappy thing on a lot of these corporate places, which make a ton of money. They got that one ply toilet paper,
Oh,
which feels like sandpaper, right?
oh.
You're literally sanding in between your cheeks, and you wipe and you just get this blood. You think you got blood in your stool. No, this cheap ass toilet paper is causing you to bleed.
And you
All
went
that
to the
friction.
doctor the next day.
Yeah, you go to the
'Cause you
doctor
thought
the
you
next
were
day.
you were bleeding. Oh, check. Oh no, it's just your toilet paper. So now you were even
Now
worse.
you
on
find
the,
out you don't have hemorrhoids, though.
Yeah, but then you just wasted even more resources and the doctor's time. You know what I mean?
And it makes no sense because if you buy in bulk, like these corporations would, you think you get a decent deal with Charmin or Angel Soft or Northern Quilted or whatever other brand there is.
Serta.
Even Kroger, who cares? Like this, I don't know what this one ply sandpaper thing is.
How would they even get it, dude? Guantanamo Bay.
I think that's the most evil
Just
thing.
the
anyone
leftover
can do
stuff
is, like
on
buy
Guantanamo Bay.
one ply toilet paper.
Yeah,
Because
because you wiping and your fingers start changing colors as you wipe.
So whenever you have a job interview, and I've done this, go check their public restroom. If they have the one ply, shitty company. Okay. If they at
their
least have
benefits
like
are
a-
gonna If
Yeah,
that
you think your benefits are gonna,
Like if,
when you're not lactating,
yeah, the,
go to the
the
restroom.
CEO is wiping his ass, wondering if his palms are going to tell him something or not. He doesn't care about your bonuses.
But you go to a company, you know what? It's like, oh, I'm not too sure. Go to the restroom. They got, even a 3-ply. Oh, it's a great company, This has great benefits. You don't even have to ask them,
Yeah.
So, they have great. I swear. Just so next time if you're looking for a job or anything like that, and it's like one of those pyramid schemes, you know, they try to trick you. Oh, our company, you're gonna post this on your social media, and it's you know, some guy, oh, I make $800,000 a week. You know, they have those people that post that. I'm an entrepreneur. I work for myself. And you go to the, you know,
all I did was read 4 books.
and you're like, come over here to my meeting, you know, and you go over there, dude. They got half-ply toilet paper, dude. That's what I fucking heard. Half-ply.
And then they're like, we've got refreshments for you. Just a bunch of Pop-Tarts laid out on some napkins.
Yeah.
I like Pop-Tarts, don't get me
charcuterie.
wrong.
And they don't even got like bottled water, dude. They got like the old water machine with those like sacrament cups, dude. Leftover
Cone
sacrament
ones or
cups, dude.
You know what I'm talking about? Those cone cups that
Yeah,
use?
they got cone word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what
I have
happened?
never seen any.
Has the cone cups, dude. So you're telling me you make 800,000 a month with cone cups?
Dude, a company that fronts as a snow shack during the summer for their drug money. Those are the
Yeah.
type of companies. So if they got the cone
It's gotta
cups,
work for you guys. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
look at them, huh?
if they got cone cups, it's probably some shady business going
Yeah,
on.
dude, that in
money
half
laundering
ply
business.
cone cups, dude. What else do they have?
Dude, pretty soon you work there a year, submit your W-2, your IRS is now on your ass, and they're like, this isn't a legitimate company. Where are you working at?
So yeah, so we saved you. If you're trying to figure out how to poop, you're figuring out where to work because of the pandemic. You know who's lying to you, because everybody's gonna lie to you. Oh, we're great, you know, and then you take the job, move your family, and then your life goes to shit. You get a divorce. Now
Yeah.
you're lonely.
Instead of Wolf on Wall Street, the organization, it's like Gopher on State Street.
Yep.
Some shady nonsense going on.
So yeah, check the paper. You're looking for a job, check the paper. That's it. So hopefully we help this guy out.
Hopefully we help.
And people that are looking for jobs and wanna know how to trust companies, check the paper out.
Yo, what was his original question?
Like if you wipe and then flush, or
Oh, that's right. That's
wipe,
right.
wipe, flush, wipe.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be environmentally friendly, I think the environmentalists would tell you wipe after you completely, you're done. Do it all in one go if you can. But obviously, sometimes to save face and to save the person's bathroom, you might want to flush a couple times.
And just to think about it too, that's like such an American question, or like you know,
That's a first
such a
world problem.
privileged, yeah, such a
Yeah.
privileged question. Huh? Should I flush multiple times? Should
Listen, if you're going to a party, if you're being dragged by your significant other or anyone guilt trips you, ain't like this person at all, take a couple X-Lax things for you. Go to the bathroom, have a heyday. You'll never be invited again.
Oh, dude, one time I was in Mexico and we went over to this like ranch, right? And it's in the middle of nowhere. And so we're gonna go on a hike. It's the first time I saw a mule. We were talking about mules the last episode, the original unicorn. And we're on this long hike. We had just gotten some tacos to eat. They like made them out there fresh. They had like giant like wood oven or whatever outside, brick oven, and we make tacos. We eat. So we're like, I don't know, like 3-4 miles into this hike, and I have that kid metabolism, dude. So I just need to poop, you know. So I'm out in the wilderness, in Mexican wilderness. There's no privilege, no toilets, no toilet paper. You know what I mean? There's no pit stops, nothing like that. So
Got dead goats everywhere.
and donkeys, dude. And so I go down, you know, I squat a little bit, you know, drift off a little bit, and I'm about to, you know, defecate, and it's a perfect stool, just like the perfect stool, because I'm out of nature pooping. You know how you got to squat, like, oh, and okay, whatever. So I'm pooping. Before the turd hits the ground, a dog just runs up behind me, scoops it all. Dude, like Keiko, like a freaking whale jumping for a piece of fish,
And below the
scoops it out of my ass and then licks my asshole clean. Wipe, dude. I had nothing. Like, I didn't even need a wipe.
Those are
Said
those
that
Mexican
story
bidets.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me that Mexican bidet, dude. Huh? That Balto, dude. Freaking that Balto bidet, dude.
Dude, under that dog, there's a Mexican ant just fist in the air. Free Willy!
I just... And then next thing you know, dude, I couldn't tell anyone that I got violated. I just got my asshole freaking ate by a dog, dude. Next thing you know, we get back from the hike. Everybody's kissing the dog. Everybody's petting the dog. Oh, come here, qué bonito. You know, licking them. They're basically licking my poop, dude. So,
Yours
Yeah.
breath smells like kibbles and bits lean.
Literally,
yeah,
your
dude.
whole family kissed your ass. That
Yeah,
day.
everybody's kissed my ass. So, huh? You've kissed my ass, dude.
Not in the way they wanted to, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah, so yeah, that's just what happened, dude. So
Dude, there was a time I was I don't frequent Target often because they have a 30% markup on everything
Target.
that I could just get at Walmart for 30% cheaper and just as good.
Okay,
I don't hate on
you.
Target.
I'm gonna interrupt you really quick.
Go ahead.
And it's also, as a man, it's also like a little bit suspect. You feel a little bit suspect
You
when
feel
you go to Target.
emasculated when you walk into Target because I feel like, especially if you walk
I'm
in
glad
alone.
you
as a
guys
man.
said that because I have that same sentiment.
No, but,
I
like,
walk in there, I'm just like, this is a little weird to me, you know.
I
I
feel
start questioning my
emasculated.
sexuality, dude.
Yeah, I feel emasculated. Like unless I'm with
I'm pretty much
a
gay.
female with me, like either a friend or
Yeah.
my sister or just someone. If I go in alone,
A vegan.
everyone's
you know?
staring at me, and I'm like, they're judging me. Usually, they're probably like, "You poor piece of shit, you shouldn't be buying anything here."
What
And
the
then-
hell is a custodian doing on its day off?
Yeah. What does he have?
What are you
Jordans
doing here,
on?
Pablo?
Does he not know he's about to go clean the toilet? But one day I'm walking through Target. I'm on my lunch break. Mother Nature called me. I picked up the phone. Had to do number one, right? Let me go find a urinal. I go to the restroom, and again, there's a distinction between Target and Walmart. And usually here in the States, they say Target is upper echelon, and Walmart is for the poor peasants of the world, right? Everyone at Target's so much better. Well, explain this to me, audience.
Yeah, Target.
Why did I go to Target's restroom and it smelled like shit? Which I'm like, okay, it's a restroom. It just happens. Maybe someone had just gone there. No, instead I see drain on the floor, footprints in poop. So someone either
Oh.
chose not to make it to the toilet on time or couldn't make it to the toilet on time. But if you were so high class, you would have made it on time because you would have known, right? Upper echelon people don't have problems like that. That's how I interpret them. They don't even shit. But it's lit. So they tried pushing it down the drain. Like, well, I don't have to pee anymore, and it just turned right back around. Like I opened the door still swinging open. I spot the footprints, like the shoe marks in the actual shit where the drain is, and as the door's closing, I just spun around. Looked like I did a dance move. I think I did,
bro,
you know,
you
I
hit
think
me
I did
with
the Dougie. I did the Dougie right on out of there and dipped right on out, and it was disgusting. So shame on you, Target customers.
God, that was
Shame.
horrible,
I've
dude.
never seen that at Walmart. Never. And I go to Walmart all the fucking time. And when I go to the Walmart all the time, I tend to have to pee. Because I go at night after I drink a lot of water.
Oh man, that's horrible, Target. Come on, guys.
Get
Jeez.
your act together. He missed the target on that one. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, dude. God, man. I don't even know what to say, dude. I feel traumatized after I heard that story, honestly, dude. I mean, I've had some scares like that where...
I almost said Me Too. Can we talk about this? I almost said Me Too, but now because... And I know it's not as popular anymore. I'm popular. I know it's not as used as frequently anymore, but I feel like I can't say Me Too.
Oh, like... Oh,
And
me
I don't
too.
mean this as
That's
a
happened
joke.
to
Like,
me.
it feels weird now for me to say... Now I have to say me as well. Or I'm in the same boat, which sounds stupid.
Or I feel what you're saying. I
Yeah.
concur.
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
You can't say me too. Oh, the cops, dude. They show up. You know, it's like, no, you're saying we have something in common.
Yeah.
You say me
No,
too, and
I
there's
literally
like a million
mean-
man march
Don't
behind
say
you.
it, Javi.
I'm-
God.
Like, legitimately.
It's the
I don't
new-
feel I
it's
can
the new
say that in
Voldemort.
public now.
Yeah, it's a new Voldemort, dude. You can't, you know? Gotta watch out, dude.
The phrase which must not be used.
Yeah.
There you go.
Unless it's for the right purpose only, of course. You
Pretty
Pretty responsibly, dude. Now,
We're going to have a Harriet Putter running around. And she's not afraid to say Me Too. I am not afraid of it. Fear in the name instills only fear itself.
no,
Whatever it is they say.
I know. I guess we kind of talk a little bit about toilets, and flushing, and people not flushing, and people. Is it ever? Do you guys ever feel like almost like you mentioned? You know, the person that's at Target is supposed to be like high class. You know, oh, I'm at Target. I'm supposed to be aware of my body. Blah blah blah. But isn't it very that feeling you feel very? I'm not sure if it's like sad or like you lost when you have to use a public restroom sometimes. Like to pee, completely normal.
Well, I think it's unique for a guy. 'cause we don't-
Defeated.
Yeah. As a
It's
guy,
the
you
word.
don't have to, like, touch anything. I mean, you'll wash your hands, but I mean, as far as like the urinal and everything goes, you can even just kick your foot up and touch it. But a female has to squat, I'd imagine, all the time, right? You for one or for two. I think we have a distinct advantage in that regard. And to answer your question, yes, but I don't do number two. Peeing, sure. Two, I'll wait till I get home or where I'm somewhere where I feel comfortable.
There hasn't been one where you had to do number two, like.
Oh yeah, there has been. I just try to avoid it at all costs.
So, but when it happens,
Don't
you feel bad? Or you feel like
I feel like I lost, like at life.
exactly?
Like at life, I've
you
lost.
like don't want anybody. You feel like you did something super bad, and you're like Paris Hilton and the paparazzi. You're just like.
And then you walk around the store if you
Staring
haven't
at
finished, which maybe you haven't, and now you feel like everyone knows.
And then you're all sweaty because they never have AC in some of these restrooms. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like you go to like probably that Target, dude. You go in there, and dude, it's like 100 degrees. Humidity's like 250.
Plus, you're getting a workout because you're trying to stack this paper
Yeah.
because it's one ply to get to like 20 ply,
And you're
but they always
pulling it.
break all the time. So you're individual square papers, and then you're just gonna like wipe. So your hands are all cramped up. Like, of course you're gonna be sweaty. It's difficult business to be doing.
And then the top one, sometimes the bottom one runs out, and then you only have a top one. You know.
And then they have that weird sliding thing.
Yes, and then you're trying
But
to figure it
there's
out.
like some sort of key or code that you have to
Yes.
put in. Like you have to like draw blood. You have to check your retinas and see if you're the right person before it shifts over.
Yeah, hopefully COVID killed that too, dude. Because COVID is like, oh, you can't touch all these things. Hopefully now they made
Accessible.
or one that you just put your hand out.
Yep. Why haven't they done that for toilet paper?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be great.
Touchless, dude. We have to do that invention, dude.
We have to.
Now that it's COVID.
Copyright pending.
Yeah, dude. Copyright, you freaking jerks.
What is it called? Patent pending.
I call it no battles. Okay?
TPD. Toilet paper dispenser. That's what we're calling it.
Dang, dude. That's amazing, huh? Because they don't even have, well, I guess the bidet. Have you ever tried a bidet?
I haven't actually.
No?
Kind of scares me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I would feel about a bidet. Like, if I got bidet, like, if... I don't think I could trust it. You know what I mean?
Well, you'd imagine the water, because it's porcelain, the toilet, what would be the right word? Heat isn't withheld. I mean, it can conduce heat. Either way, it's colder, right? The water's colder.
Yeah.
So if it's squirting in it, and then you just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it would be a pleasant experience.
Yeah, I don't know. And then
I'm sure afterwards it's refreshing to know that you're fully clean.
I mean, you still have to
what's
kind
wrong
of
with
wipe
wipes?
a little bit, you know?
I would
Dry it.
If not, like, what are you doing if you're jet streaming it so hard that you're just, again, going back to the rashes and anal fissures? I don't have that kind of money or insurance to pay for that.
Oh, man.
I don't want rectal reconstructive surgery just because I'm trying to use a bidet.
Dude, one time when I started freaking hitting puberty and growing hair, dude, I got freaking ingrown hair right by my butthole, dude. And that thing, dude, it looked like one of those those tits yeah. And it popped, dude.
I've only ever had a ingrown hair like right here, like just right under my jawline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
And it hurt. It was pretty bad.
No, my ingrown hair was in my butthole, dude. That's probably. I mean, I haven't had many now that I think about it too, but I had one in my butthole and then probably like in my cheeks. Honestly, when I get a beard, if I get a beard hair. But what about you? Have you ever had any ingrown hairs in weird places?
Well, I mean, not weird places, but like the side of my head. Whenever I go like a super low fade, I get them all the time.
Sometimes I miss pimples, dude. R.I.P. to pimples, dude. Once you.
Why do you miss pimples?
Because like back then you take them for granted when you were a kid. Like, oh, I don't want people to see me with acne. But then you get home, and you're sitting there in front of your mirror.
You enjoyed that process?
It felt good, dude. Like, you couldn't feel the relief. Like, dude,
No, you feel the relief, but you wouldn't want to go through it anyways.
But it felt so good. Like, don't you remember being like in school and you're like in science class and you got freaking Mount St. Helens right here, just waiting to erupt, but you can't pop it,
Yeah, I've had that.
and you're just like sitting there with this like thing, just like,
I honestly would get so upset
or
with
you're
it.
too scared to pop it.
Not
at
from like
school.
no. I would go to the restroom and I'd pop it and it would just bleed. I'd make sure I'd squeeze until it bled just to make sure it's all out, and then I would just deal with having just a little bit of blood.
The red mark in your cheeks like looks like a cross.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you
did.
this way and that way.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe that was the recipe for me because I didn't. I know I'm assuming genetics have something to do with it too, but my acne phase was like really, really, really quick and very, very, very small. And I think it's maybe just because I just at first sign, I just get rid of it.
Yeah, I just get pimples like right here, just like a couple. Sometimes you get the forehead, but I always get them here on the sides.
Yeah, mine were mostly on the forehead actually, and then
Yeah.
on rare occasion, just like upper cheekbone area.
Get them right here by my temple. That's where I get my acne. And then shout out to Justin Bieber, dude, with Proactive. Remember those commercials? What happened to Proactive, dude?
They were so proactive they stopped acne altogether.
There's
It's no longer a problem.
There's no more acne,
They
dude.
saw into the
Teens
future.
don't look like they have,
Dude,
like,
when have you seen a
supermodels.
Proactive commercial anymore?
I haven't.
Right? Dude,
Yeah.
when did they stop? It used to be like the only commercial on TV.
It's the Instagram filters. They don't even need them anymore. Back then, you're taking pictures on these Kodaks
They're exposing all
These
of your
Polaroids
imperfections.
that show you in your natural beauty.
What is that, a pizza?
No,
Oh,
bro,
no,
that's the
dude.
moon.
Oh no, it's Jose, dude. God, you look a little bit closer, you know? Why is the moon wearing a t-shirt, dude? Oh.
I didn't know you had Mount Rushmore on your forehead.
Yeah, so now and think about this, okay? Now that we were talking about Me Too, or I guess like cancel culture and just like stuff like this in general, okay? Think about Proactive now. You show up to somebody's house, you're Justin Bieber, and you're like, "Oh, you're so ugly, I'm bringing you Proactive." And they're like so happy to see you. You know, they're like, "Yeah." But I'm like, "Bitch, your face is ugly. Take some of this." Huh? What kind of commercial was that, dude?
That was the
That was
commercial.
the commercial. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
It's like some guy basically telling you you're ugly and that your face is, you know,
I'm here to fix your face.
I'm here to fix your face. Hey, take a hint.
see. I mean, proactive.
Justin Bieber had to show up to your house for you to get rid of those damn pimples.
Justin Bieber. Proactive was the first gender neutral thing, I guess, if you think, because it was for both guys and girls.
huh?
But at the same token, you'd have to think of girls, right? Like facial structures, there's slight differences with the women, right? The more slender features, and makeup companies are fucked up because they look at little girls because that's honestly probably their biggest target because they want to hook them young so they can make money for their whole lives. They're like, "Hi, little girl. You might have a good personality. You might be funny. You might have a loving family. You might have it all made, except you're hideous. Cover it up. Get some concealer. Get some foundation." And like that's what girls go through. As a guy, I never felt any pressure to be like covering imperfections up on my face.
Dude,
So that's a certain level of freedom I never really thought I had until as an adult I realized how much of the marketing targets literally little girls. You're ugly. Put some make, and little girls do it to themselves as well, right? They have their cliques. Like, "Hi, can I play with you?" "No, you're ugly, bitch. You can't join our group." And then they like go off.
We wear pink on Wednesdays.
And not that guys aren't mean to each other, we're just mean in a different way.
Yeah.
We're mean in typically a physical way, which doesn't mean it's good either, but I don't think it has.
I can't even cover the bruises that host gave me from beating me up because I don't know how to use makeup.
Yeah. You just have to live with the shiner.
Ah.
Usually tell a good story out of it, but so think of how it's just thrown in their face. Like as little girls, they're just being told they're ugly. Cover it up. They call it cover girl.
Now it's mask off, dude.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Beautiful cover girl.
Yeah. But you're not beautiful until you use cover
Yeah,
girl.
if you don't cover a girl,
yeah.
you're ugly.
You're hideous.
You better cover it, dude.
You're horrendous. How dare you show your face in public that
Yeah.
way?
So
That's why those organizations don't exist out in the Middle East where they're covering their face.
yep.
What are they gonna do? Just apply makeup here?
They're the original cover girls. Beautiful, you know?
They're like the
Have a
opposite.
little rope thing.
They're the reverse Incredibles, just right here. That's all they expose.
That and Nunts. Well, I guess Nunts, you can only see their you
only
can
see their face.
You can see this, huh, on Nunts?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a
because they'll have
square,
you
a
can see
square
their stuff.
box,
A little bit, yeah.
almost
Yeah.
like a walking portrait, you know?
Yeah, it's just like the squares, like
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dark stuff. Now, if you think about it,
yeah.
I'm not gonna say. Well, yeah.
This is, you know what? We've been appreciating women a lot lately, dude. So you guys better, you women better.
No, but even as like
you know what I mean?
No, you're a
give 'em
father.
props, man.
Yes, Javi. You're a dad.
Yeah.
Do you have girl and boy?
No.
No, just boys.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm like, you'd
Easy
have to raise
peasy.
them different, and it's not a double standard, but I'd feel in a weird way, you just raise them differently because I think this is how I would do it. I guess is what I'm saying. I'd have to raise the girl to be more emotionally stable and independent, almost like with a higher self-esteem. And I'm not saying I wouldn't teach the same to the guy or to my boy, but to my girl, I would have to just make sure like Because everyone always talks about, oh, self-acceptance, but no one teaches it. They just say you should do it. So I'm like, the only person I can control to make sure my child gets that, it would be me and whoever I'm with, like whoever's the mom of the child. So I don't know. That's weird. It's overwhelming. And that's why I'm like, kids, like, I like the idea of having a child,
for boys, I mean,
but it's an
they
overwhelming
gotta
thought.
learn, like, if you're not
if it's
bringing,
boys,
if you're not bringing something to the table or providing in some way, you're useless.
No, I get
You know
that.
what I mean? Like,
I'm just like, I raise them with the same level of love and attention, but that attention still looks different for different reasons.
no, for sure,
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm teaching my kid not to be a lazy piece of shit.
of course.
Like, the kids are just like, oh, take out the trash. I don't want to. I'm playing video games. I'm smashing whatever console is out.
Super Smash Bros. In real life. Dude. That's what's
PlayStation
gonna
17. That's going out the window. I'm like, cool. That's now outside. You go throw it away. I can't
Clean up
raise a
that
lazy
garbage.
child.
You want your PlayStation? It's in the trash.
Yeah. That's if they're lucky enough if I buy them a PlayStation.
God, dude. They're gonna have a maybe. You're gonna play.
You're going to get an original Game Boy.
Oh, dude.
And if anything, you should thank me for teaching you to be cultured. Shit's original. It's classic.
Now you can't even find them. They're like
Dude,
$1
that'd be
million.
cool to raise your kid. Like, hey,
Kinda
you're
like
gonna
you
start off
did?
with
With everything, huh?
Yeah.
Even the
Save all the-
PlayStation 1, the
all the couches.
PlayStation 2. Oh, that'd
we
be
need
cool,
to save
dude.
that for another episode.
Dude, that's a good what if.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to say we're running out of time. Is that
We're running out of
time
time
for wholesome
here,
advice?
So it's time for the wholesome advice. Let's go.
Host Beefy, kick it off. I got to think about this one.
Oh, for wholesome advice, dude. Maybe let's I never think about wholesome advice to see how the episode goes, but for wholesome advice, we are waiting for me to come up with something.
I got one.
to say.
Speaking of acne,
Processing.
have like a skincare routine. I picked it up during COVID, and even before COVID, I don't think I had awful skin, but I noticed a difference when I, would use like these cleansers and put some like lotion and like face cream designed for it, so it's not like harsh or super heavy. It's light. And it's nice. It's refreshing. Not to mention, it makes you feel a bit fulfilled, right? Because you're doing something. It's a discipline. You just do it every day, morning and at night. I felt a difference.
Well, and then for me, I'm just gonna tell you guys to remember to floss at least once or twice a day. Because flossing is underrated. You might get
It's
a couple
true.
food particles or articles there in between the lines.
Yeah, you say you'll save it for later. You're not going to. You're going to forget about it.
And then you get some, it starts to calcify. You get something weird, and now they sell like super friendly stuff to floss. Before it's like you got to get the string and you got to cut it. Now they have like the little things, you just like floss like this, boom,
Oh, like
throw
the
it in the trash.
the upgraded toothpicks. with
Before
the
you used to
soft
have to get
bristles.
that long ass rope and you got to go like this. You used to hold rope and you're going like this the whole time, and now it's just like super friendly. You get one, boom, throw it out. So maybe floss like that and throw some fluoride in there if you want, dude. Bubblegum, grape, whatever your flavor is.
And I guess my wholesome advice, man, you guys talked about a whole lot of hygiene. I would say make your bed in the mornings.
Oh, so I don't do that. It's often, dude.
Dude, I don't do it either.
But it does feel good when your bed is.
It
Well,
like,
it just
when you
makes
do
you
it,
like
it's
that
good,
first
yeah.
step to feeling accomplished. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
So just do that, feel accomplished for the one thing you did right. You know what I mean? For the day.
I agree.
So
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I don't really do it.
Yeah. So I think that's it for the day. God, it's a fun episode. I didn't even know what we
Dude,
talked
time
about.
flew by. I
Right?
thought, yeah, for sure.
Freaking time warps. But we're gonna close out with the full song.
Yeah, feel free to stay in, listen to the whole song. Again,
Listen
thanks
to
for
it.
sending it in.
And then send any if you guys have music and stuff that you guys want to send over, send it over. Check these guys out. There's information that will be up on the screen if you're watching, or it'll be on the just like on the description, Spotify or iTunes, whatever you watch. But it's Host Beef.
This is Host.
it's hobby.
Take care.
All right, peace out.
Thanks for
Melik
listening.
Maka.
think I'm starting to break. probably a lie. I tell myself that I'm fine. I know that I'm dying. I won't last through the night. No, that's probably a lie. Tell myself that I'm fine. I know that I'm dying because of you.